tigers are undoubtedly the largest and most powerful members of the entire cat family. These magnificent creatures command respect and fear wherever they roam. With their massive muscular bodies, razor-sharp claws, and incredibly powerful jaws, they are truly formidable creatures. Tigers possess the ability to attack and kill large prey with astonishing ease and precision. Their hunting prowess is legendary, shaped by millions of years of evolution as apex predators at the top of the food chain. However, despite their fearsome reputation and unmatched strength, the future of these beautiful big cats hangs in a delicate balance. Over the past few centuries, tiger populations have dwindled dramatically due to relentless poaching for their skins. Cultural expansion have pushed tigers into smaller and smaller territories, bringing them into increasing conflict with local communities. Yet, even with their declining numbers, tiger attacks on livestock and occasionally on humans are still surprisingly common in the regions where these predators continue to survive. In the dense forests, grasslands, and mangrove swamps of Asia, the shadow of the tiger still looms large. Today, we are privileged to bring you some of the rarest and most intense video footage ever captured of these majestic predators doing what they do best, hunting and taking down their prey in the wild. These clips offer a raw, unfiltered glimpse into the savage beauty of nature's most efficient killers. Please be advised that the following scenes are highly graphic in nature, showing real moments of life and death in the animal kingdom. Viewer discretion is strongly recommended. If you are sensitive to violence in the wild, you may want to proceed with caution. Now, without further delay, let's dive deep into the fascinating and often brutal world of tiger hunting. Tigers are solitary hunters by nature. Unlike lions, hunt in prides, a tiger usually relies only on its own strength, stealth, patience, and intelligence. Because of this, they have evolved to target animals that cannot put up too much of a fight, saving their energy for hunts that offer the highest chance of success. One such animal that frequently falls victim to tigers is the domestic cow. Grazing peacefully in open fields or near forest edges, cows have almost no natural defense against the agility, raw power, and lightning-fast strikes of a tiger. In one remarkable clip, we see a cow walking casually, completely lost in its own thoughts, unaware that danger is lurking just a few steps behind. The tiger moves with ghostly silence, its orange and black striped coat blending perfectly with the tall grass and shadows. Every muscle in its body is tensed, ready to explode into action. By the time the cow finally senses the approaching predator and turns its head, it is already too late. The tiger closes the distance in a matter of seconds with powerful leaps. A swift bite to the neck, a powerful shake, and the struggle ends almost instantly. The entire hunt is over within minutes. Once the kill is complete, the tiger uses its enormous strength to drag the heavy carcass deep into the forest, away from prying eyes and potential scavengers, so it can eat in complete peace. After such a successful hunt, the tiger has truly earned its hard-fought meal. But not every hunt is this straightforward or easy. In the next sequence, we witness a very different scenario involving an overweight tiger, most likely one that was raised in captivity and later released or escaped. This particular tiger has clearly put on significant extra weight, which affects its speed and agility. As it tries to pursue a healthy cow, the difference becomes painfully obvious. The cow has a clear advantage in terms of speed and stamina. For a while, it looks like the cow might actually escape. The overweight tiger struggles, its heavy body slowing it down as it chases across the open ground. However, just when it seems the prey might get away, the tiger summons an unexpected and impressive burst of speed and power. In one explosive moment, it catches up to the surprised cow. The added weight did not diminish the tiger's natural hunting abilities after all. With a powerful leap, it brings the cow down and quickly secures the kill. This clip serves as a powerful reminder that even a heavier tiger still possesses the instincts and strength that make it one of nature's most formidable predators. In contrast, tigers living freely in the wild are almost always lean, fit, and incredibly fast on their feet. Their bodies are perfectly tuned machines designed for survival in harsh environments. In another thrilling clip, we watch a wild tiger explode out of nowhere from the dense undergrowth and give chase to an entire family of cows. The animals panic and scatter in different directions. During the chaotic escape, one unfortunate cow loses its footing and takes a nasty tumble on the uneven ground. That single moment of misfortune proves fatal. The tiger immediately seizes the opportunity, pouncing on the fallen animal with precision and power. The fall that cost the cow its life became a blessing in disguise for the hungry tiger. Moving forward, let's explore one of the most classic and elegant hunts in the tiger's repertoire: tiger versus deer. Since tigers are lone hunters, they cannot rely on the strength of numbers like some other predators. Instead, their greatest weapons are stealth, patience, and the deadly element of surprise. A well-executed ambush often determines the difference between a successful hunt and going hungry for another day. In one breathtaking sequence, a tiger spots a group of deer drinking water peacefully from a nearby waterhole. The deer are relaxed, completely unaware of the danger hidden in the surrounding vegetation. The tiger knows it will get only one real opportunity. If the attack fails, or if it is detected too early, the attack is neutralized. The entire herd will vanish into the dense jungle within seconds, leaving the tiger exhausted and empty-handed. Watch closely as the tiger demonstrates incredible hunting technique. It moves forward with extreme caution, placing each paw deliberately and silently on the ground. Not a single leaf rustles, not a single twig snaps. Its body is low to the ground, muscles rippling beneath its striped coat. Every movement is calculated and controlled. When the tiger finally gets close enough, it launches itself forward in a sudden explosive rush. In a flash, it manages to grab a young deer calf. The expert display of stalking, patience, and explosive power is truly spectacular to witness. Sometimes, however, stalking a deer can stretch into many long hours. Tigers are masters of patience and can wait motionless for extended periods if needed. In another fascinating clip, we see a sambar deer that has successfully noticed the tiger on the prowl. Using a water body as a natural barrier, the deer makes a clever escape and disappears from immediate view. For a moment, it must have felt victorious, believing it had outsmarted the mighty predator. But the tiger is far more determined and focused than the deer realizes. Even hours after the initial escape, the tiger slowly and methodically creeps back toward the same area. By this time, the sambar deer has already let its guard down, perhaps celebrating its narrow escape a little too soon. The tiger seizes this golden opportunity. A sudden, lightning-fast attack catches the deer completely off guard. The tiger first grabs the deer's hind leg, preventing any immediate escape. The deer struggles desperately, looking for any opening to break free, but the tiger's agility and strength leave no room for mistakes. In one fluid motion, the tiger releases the leg and jumps onto the deer's back. Before the prey has any chance to run, the tiger sinks its powerful teeth deep into the throat in classic tiger fashion, swiftly ending the hunt. This sequence beautifully showcases both the patience and the lethal finishing ability of these apex predators. Next, we turn our attention to tiger versus antelope. Antelopes are graceful but far from helpless creatures. Armed with two sharp, pointed horns on their heads, they can deliver serious injuries to any predator that underestimates them. On a good day, a well-placed horn thrust can wound or even drive away a hungry tiger, allowing the antelope to live another day. However, when a truly determined and experienced tiger sets its sights on an antelope, horns alone are rarely sufficient protection. In one gripping clip, a tiger picks up the scent of a herd of antelopes that has been released or moved into its territory. Instead of rushing blindly toward the herd, this clever tiger chooses to lie in wait, hidden in the grass, patiently observing and waiting for the perfect moment to strike. That opportunity arrives when one antelope becomes separated from the safety of its herd. The waiting tiger does not waste even a fraction of a second. It explodes into action. Before the antelope can fully comprehend what is happening, the tiger is already upon it. For a brief moment, the antelope tries to defend itself by swinging its horns toward the attacker, but the tiger's movements are too fast and precise. Its sharp teeth latch onto the antelope's throat with crushing power. The bite is so strong and effective that it almost instantly paralyzes the prey, leaving it unable to resist or escape. This is a perfect example of a deadly, efficient hunter at work. Of course, it isn't always this easy. In the following clip, we see a much more tense and prolonged confrontation. This time, the antelope is fully aware of the tiger's presence and ready to fight for its life. It stands its ground bravely, raising its sharp horns high in the air and challenging the predator to come closer. While these horns would not necessarily be enough to kill a healthy adult tiger, they can certainly cause painful and potentially dangerous wounds that could affect the tiger's future hunting ability. The tiger, being highly intelligent and cautious, does not rush into a blind attack. Instead, it carefully circles around the antelope, assessing the situation from every angle. At one point, the tiger even appears to lose interest and starts walking away, perhaps as a clever tactic to lure the antelope into lowering its defenses and feeling a false sense of security. The strategy works. When the big cat finally decides to pounce, the antelope is caught slightly off balance and cannot use its horns effectively. In one swift, powerful move, the battle is over. This hunt perfectly demonstrates that tigers are not only incredibly fast and strong, but they also possess a sharp strategic mind capable of outsmarting their prey at every turn. Tigers are also quite fond of the taste of pork and wild boars are one of their favorite prey animals in many parts of their range. However, hunting a wild boar is no simple task. These animals are tough, aggressive, and equipped with sharp tusks that can inflict serious damage. Success requires immense stealth, careful planning, and perfect timing. In one impressive sequence, a tiger has set its eyes on a large, juicy-looking wild boar. The big cat demonstrates remarkable patience and skill as it slowly navigates through tall grass. It moves with extreme care, making sure not to disturb the grass blades or create any noise that might alert the boar. At one point, the tiger even cleverly twists its tail around nearby grass stems to prevent it from swishing and giving away its position. It waits silently just outside the boar's field of vision for the perfect opening. When that moment finally arrives, the tiger pounces with explosive force. In mere seconds, its powerful jaws clamp down on the boar's throat. With precision and overwhelming power, the tiger crushes the prey's windpipe, ending the struggle quickly. After securing the kill, the tiger does something truly bold and confident. It leaves the carcass lying in the open and casually lies down nearby for a nap. This behavior shows the tiger's supreme dominance in its territory. It knows that no other animal in the jungle would dare to steal food from such a powerful predator. However, not all wild boars go down without a fierce fight. In another dramatic clip, we see a cornered boar putting up a valiant and noisy resistance. As the tiger bites down on its throat, the boar screams loudly and thrashes around violently, refusing to give up easily. It fights for a significant amount of time, using every ounce of its strength to stay alive. Just when it seems all hope is lost, the boar somehow manages to get back up on its feet in an impressive display of resilience. But escaping from a determined tiger is never simple. The predator does not loosen its grip even for a second. Using its massive paws and raw muscular strength, the tiger continues to pull and drag the struggling boar deeper into the trees and thick vegetation until both disappear from view. We can be almost certain that the brave boar ultimately became a meal for the victorious tiger. Now, let's look at one of the most impressive matchups in the tiger's hunting life: tiger versus Gaur, also known as the Indian bison. Gaur are native to Southeast and South Asia and are considered the largest members of the bovine family. These massive animals have a muscular build, powerful shoulders, and long curved horns that look capable of doing serious damage in any confrontation. Their sheer size and strength make them look nearly invincible. Yet, even these giants are not completely safe when a hungry or territorial tiger decides to hunt them. In one unforgettable clip, a tiger spots something moving in the thick shrubs. While the camera cannot clearly capture the animal at first, the tiger's senses are far sharper. It inches closer step by step with perfect stealth. Then, without warning, it launches a full-scale attack on a massive, full-grown Gaur. The Indian bison is completely taken by surprise and appears perplexed about how to defend itself against such a sudden and ferocious assault. We can hardly blame the Gaur. Few sights in the natural world are more intimidating than a tiger leaping toward you with deadly intent. As always, the tiger goes straight for the throat, using its signature killing technique. What is truly amazing is how long the powerful Gaur manages to stay on its feet, even while being suffocated and overpowered. The Gaur is by no means a weak animal, and this particular tiger deserves credit for its skill and determination in successfully taking down such an enormous prey. By the end of the sequence, the Gaur finally collapses, its eyes turning glassy as the life leaves its body. The tiger has just secured one of the largest and most rewarding meals possible in the wild. Big cats of different species do not usually cross paths often, and direct confrontations between them are relatively rare. You will seldom witness a face-off between lions and tigers in the wild. But what happens when tigers encounter leopards? In one extremely rare piece of footage, we see two tigers cornering a leopard. It is difficult to say whether this encounter stems from a territorial dispute or if the tigers are simply interested in leopard meat as an opportunistic meal. Whatever the reason, the situation looks extremely dangerous for the lone leopard. The two tigers approach strategically from different sides, working together to cut off any possible escape routes. While leopards are strong, agile, and formidable hunters in their own right, facing two powerful adult tigers in a direct confrontation is almost certainly a losing battle. As the tigers close in and leap toward their target, the leopard does what it does best. It relies on its incredible speed and agility to flee. It skillfully avoids the first tiger and crashes headfirst into the second one, but somehow manages to slip past both attackers completely unharmed. This has to be one of the rarest and most remarkable escape sequences you will ever see in the wild. Another fascinating and unpredictable matchup is tiger versus crocodile. Tigers and crocodiles generally prefer to stay away from each other's territories. But when their paths do cross, the outcome can be surprising and sometimes shocking. In this very rare footage, we witness a tigress launching a bold attack on a crocodile while both are on land. One might assume that the crocodile, with its armored skin, powerful jaws, and aquatic adaptations, would be able to hold its own in such a confrontation. However, the footage tells a very different story. The aggressive tigress gives the crocodile almost no opportunity to use its strengths. Instead, she jumps directly onto the reptile's back and bites down on the neck region with tremendous force. We can only speculate what provoked such a vicious attack. Perhaps the crocodile had stolen the tigress's previous kill. Or maybe it had simply tried to challenge or bully her near the water's edge. Regardless of the reason, the crocodile pays a heavy price for crossing paths with the tigress. After a brief but intense struggle, the tiger's sharp teeth and superior strength prove too much for the crocodile to withstand. The reptile eventually succumbs to the attack and breathes its last. This remarkable encounter once again highlights the pure physical strength, fearlessness, and dominant capabilities of tigers in general. Finally, we come to one of the most debated and exciting hypothetical questions in the entire animal kingdom. What would happen in a direct fight between a tiger and a lion? While such encounters are extremely rare in the wild, we do have some fascinating footage that gives us a glimpse into this ultimate clash of the titans. In this intense clip, an adult tiger and a mature male lion are seen facing off against each other. Both animals are armed with incredibly strong teeth and powerful bites, so instead of immediately going for a biting contest, they begin exchanging heavy blows using their massive front paws. Each powerful slap carries enormous force. A single well-placed strike from either animal would easily be enough to kill or seriously injure a grown human being. The raw power on display is breathtaking. We do not know what sparked this particular argument between the two behemoths, but watching them confront each other feels like witnessing two forces of nature colliding. It is a rare and truly fearsome showdown between two of the greatest predators nature has ever produced. That brings us to the end of today's special video. We hope these incredible clips have given you a deeper appreciation for the hunting skills, intelligence, patience, and raw power of tigers. These majestic animals continue to fascinate and amaze us with their abilities in the wild. Now we want to hear from you. Tell us in the comment section below, did this video change or enhance your perception of tiger attacks and hunting behavior? Which particular hunt impressed you the most, and why? Was it the patient stalk on the deer, the bold takedown of the Gaur, the clever strategy against the antelope, or perhaps the rare tiger versus crocodile encounter? Share your thoughts and opinions with us. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Share it with your family and friends who love wildlife, and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating, rare, and educational content about the animal kingdom. Make sure to click on the bell icon and turn on all notifications so you never miss any future uploads. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day ahead, stay curious about nature, and we will see you again in the next exciting video. Until then, take care and keep exploring the wonders of the wild.